Urgent Dallas Cowboys fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Dallas Cowboys updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, folks, today we've got some intriguing news coming out of Dallas, and if you're a Cowboys fan, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned because what I'm about to tell you could have a significant impact on the team's upcoming season. Now, as you all know, the Dallas Cowboys have been busy during this offseason, but one thing that's been noticeably absent so far is the addition of a proven, high-impact receiver to complement CeeDee Lamb. Lamb has been the undisputed star of the receiving corps, but beyond him, the options have been a bit limited, at least until now. There's talk swirling around the possibility that Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office might be looking to make a bold move, and that move could involve swinging a surprise trade for a receiver currently struggling to find his footing in the AFC West. This isn't just any receiver, folks. We're talking about a player who was once a first-round pick, highly touted coming into the league, but who has yet to fully realize his potential. And the team that's potentially in the crosshairs for this trade? The Los Angeles Chargers. Now, the Chargers have been busy themselves, making some interesting roster moves, but it's clear they might be open to parting ways with some of their younger talent to upgrade their roster in other areas. Specifically, there's buzz about the Chargers possibly being willing to trade Quentin Johnston, the 23rd overall pick from the 2023 draft, who many initially considered a promising young receiver but who has yet to find consistency in the NFL. Johnston has had flashes, no doubt about it. During the regular season finale, he exploded for 13 catches and 186 yards, showing that he has the raw talent and upside that teams look for in a young receiver. But at the same time, his overall production has been underwhelming, especially when you look at his two-year stats, just over 100 yards and 10 touchdowns. It's not a terrible stat line, but for a first-round pick, fans and analysts alike expected more. And the truth is, drops and inconsistent play have marred his early career, which has perhaps led the Chargers to consider moving him before he gets further entrenched in their plans. Now, why would the Cowboys be interested? Well, for starters, they're in a bit of a unique position right now with their receiving corps. CeeDee Lamb is a bona fide star, a true number one, capable of taking over games when healthy. Jalen Tolbert showed flashes last season and has a lot of potential, but he's still unproven as a reliable second option. The Cowboys need that third receiver to step up and provide depth, especially with the physical toll that the NFL takes on wideouts over a grueling 17-game season. Bringing in Johnston, with his youth and upside, could be a game-changer if they can unlock his potential. And here's where the trade scenario gets interesting. According to Bleacher Report's Alex K., the Cowboys could potentially acquire Johnston in exchange for a middle-round pick, perhaps a fourth or fifth rounder, which isn't a steep price considering his age and talent. Remember, Johnston is just 23 years old, on a fairly affordable rookie contract, and still has plenty of room for growth. That 186-yard game at the end of last season is proof that he can be a big play threat, and with the right environment, he could thrive in Dallas. Now, let's take a step back and analyze the bigger picture. The Chargers, having invested a second-round pick in Trey Harris and signed veteran Mike Williams in free agency, might see Johnston as surplus to requirements. Williams' injury history and Harris's developmental potential make Johnston's spot less certain, especially if Ladd McConkey continues his breakout season and becomes a more prominent target in Los Angeles. So, a trade could be mutually beneficial. The Chargers get a pick that can help them build for the future, and the Cowboys add a dynamic young receiver who could be a key piece in their offense. And it's not just about filling a void. The Cowboys have been known for their ability to develop talent and maximize the potential of their players. If Johnston lands in Dallas, he'd be working with a coaching staff that has a proven track record of developing receivers and creating schemes that highlight their strengths. Imagine what Dak Prescott could do with a young receiver who has the size, speed, and raw talent to stretch the field and make contested catches. It's a tantalizing prospect for fans who have been hoping the Cowboys would find that elusive third or fourth receiver to add depth and explosiveness to their offense. But let's not forget, this is all speculation at this point. The NFL offseason is a constant game of chess, and teams are always trying to outmaneuver each other. The Cowboys are known for their strategic moves, and if they see Johnston as a player they can mold into a key contributor, don't be surprised if they make a bold move. The potential upside is huge, a young receiver with a lot of potential, on a team that has a real shot at making a deep playoff run this season. Now, speaking of the Cowboys' current roster, it's worth noting that they have some interesting pieces in place, but also some areas where upgrades could make a difference. The offensive line looks solid, especially with the return of Tyron Smith, and the running game led by Tony Pollard remains one of the most explosive in the league. But the question mark has always been the passing game beyond Lamb. Bringing in a player like Johnston, who could develop into a reliable target, would help take some of the pressure off Lamb and give Dak Prescott more options. On the defensive side, the Cowboys continue to be one of the top units in the league, especially with their pass rush led by Micah Parsons. But even there, the team is always looking to improve secondary depth, and perhaps a trade for a receiver signals that they're still looking to fine-tune their overall team to maximize their Super Bowl chances. The NFC is as competitive as ever, with teams like the 49ers, Eagles, and Lions all vying for supremacy. The Cowboys know they need to be firing on all cylinders, and acquiring a promising young receiver could be the missing piece to push them over the top. Now, let's remember that the NFL is a league where surprises happen all the time. The Cowboys have shown that they're not afraid to make bold moves when the opportunity presents itself. If acquiring Johnston can help them elevate their offense, especially in big moments, then it's a move worth considering. It's about identifying talent that might be undervalued or overlooked, and giving them the environment to succeed. Dallas has a proven track record of turning young players into stars, and Johnston's youth and upside make him a perfect candidate for such a transformation. So, what does all of this mean for fans? Well, it's an exciting time. The Cowboys are always a team that fans follow closely, eagerly awaiting news of roster moves, draft picks, and major trades. If this move does happen, it could be a game-changer for the upcoming season, giving Dak Prescott another weapon to work with and helping the team contend for a deep playoff run. It also highlights how strategic and aggressive Dallas is willing to be in pursuit of their ultimate goal, another Super Bowl title. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Johnston has the talent to shine in Dallas? Would you be happy giving up a mid-round pick for a young receiver who could develop into a star? Or do you think the team should stick with what they have and focus on other needs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys organization. Remember, this offseason is full of twists and turns, and every move they make could be the key to a successful season. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with even more updates, analysis, and news about your Dallas Cowboys. We're in the heart of the NFL offseason right now, but it's also the time when the team's future is shaped. So, stay tuned, stay engaged, and let's see what the Cowboys have in store. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Cowboys!